We've been uptown, we've been downtown, we've been to midtown. We've seen my tomatoes and chilies and potatoes go into Spanish food, into Indian food, into Italian food, and now we're going to wind up the chef tour here at the Union Square Green Market on a beautiful sunny day. It was rainy this morning, but we're going to finish with two of my favorite chefs, Marianne Turillo and Elisa Sarno. Elisa, who worked at Babbo, and Marianne had a restaurant, Jarnac. They're combining to open a restaurant called Bistro de la Gare. Marianne and Elisa actually had they held their own cooking school in various parts of Italy. As far as Italy, your Italian influences is Siena, Tuscan?
We have a lot of, I think our Italian influence as far as the food that we'll be doing at the restaurant comes more from our grandmothers and our aunts, who are both Italian American.
And your grandmother is from where?
My grandmother was from Naples, as was Elisa.
And yours, Naples.
Right. Today we made the pasta from scratch because this is the only way to make it.
Do you have a sheet of the pasta to show?
Sure.
Go ahead.
This was a sheet of pasta that we rolled out, just the way you roll out pasta, you know. And today we just wanted to use it to show everybody how we make the dough. But Elisa always makes her pasta fresh.
Now that's really, really thin, that pasta. I mean, that's not easy to do. I mean, doesn't it rip apart when you do that? Doesn't it like come up on the?
Oh no, I use a roller.
Yeah,
I use the machine.
Oh, you put it through the pasta machine.
Okay.
We were over at a friend of ours' apartment for a dinner party, and they had her husband is a mixture, Turkish, and he is also Palestinian. And we were talking about the food. She started to talk about this pasta. And you know, it's like everybody has something stuffed. So she was talking about lamb stuffed inside, and I'm not really sure what the name is. It's a Turkish name, hatmal or something like that. And of course the dough is thicker. It's not rolled out like a sheet like the Italians do, but we adapted it. We twisted it to an Italian flavor. And the Italian was to do it in the pasta dough and to make it like a tortellini, which is a small little pasta stuffed. We basically leaned more towards the Turkish. We used pine nuts, but they were also Italian.
Right?
We used the mint, but you know, it shows up in Italian all the time.
Wow. Yeah.
And a little bit of onion, no garlic. We used your pepper. We bought Spanish pimentone, not Hungarian. So this one here is the pimento or paprika dolce, and this is the picante, the hot. We used the picante in the mix, which Elisa is going to show you how we're doing. She's going to take this wonderful lamb. Now we're at the farmer's market. So what we're doing here is we're using everything from the farmer's market. So she's just going to saute these up, a little translucent. As you know, with these type of burners, everything gets a little hotter. She's dropping that lamb in, baby. Now, she's going to break it up so that it browns out.
I've been thinking in my mind it's like this melting pot, because we've been doing Indian food, we've been doing Italian food, we've been doing Spanish food. We've been such an incredible variety, and this has sort of,
and that's the great thing.
This sort of seems to tie everything together.
And that's the great thing about Dine Indy. The independent restaurant that is in your neighborhood, especially here in New York, and more and more, even in the outer borough, you can't stop finding a guy who decided to open up a little restaurant so he could serve the food of Ethiopia, Thailand.
Or so they can serve the pasta that their grandmothers made.
Right, so that they can bring the food. And so, you know, that's what we say. What they say up there is with what? Think global, but dine local.
Okay, so we're just adding some
of
that spicy pimentone to the lamb.
Okay, cool, thank you. As she's cooking it, she's breaking it down with the side of her spoon. Simple, simple, simple. If you're not in the mood to make pasta and roll pasta out, go to your local Asian supermarket, or I think even in your regular supermarket now, go to the freezer section, and 9 times out of 10, you can pick up what they call wonton skins. And I know that Martha Stewart shows it on TV all the time. You don't have pasta to do, use a wonton skin, and you can stuff those. It'll be a little bigger, but it's just as good. It works just as well.
Strain the fat off of it. Pine nuts?
This is the Greek yogurt. It's so much thicker. Is it Greek? Is it Turkish? Is it Italian? We're twisting. So the peppers, we're just letting them go a little bit. getting a little of the olive oil in. They cook very, very quickly. They're seasoning peppers. So what we're using them is as a garnish because they're not going to be too hot. Just add a little bit of salt, touch of pepper, and bravo.
A lot of you probably smell that pepper and you think it's really hot, right? Doesn't it smell like it's a cooking habanero?
I can feel it.
You can smell it, yeah?
But it's not.
It's such a bizarre pepper. This is the one from the island of Grenada. It's called the Grenada seasoning pepper. Smell it. You think that's going to be killer hot, right? Yeah.
But it's not. Where you took sweet pimenton or paprika, there's a little smoke to it. That's what makes it sweet. And we have this little olive oil. I would use a fresh pan, but I'm going to use this. Everybody here, I don't want to kill them.
Yeah.
No. Now, can you smell it?
Yeah.
It's too bad you can't smell it on camera. I take it off the heat. I put the olive oil in, I put the paprika in, I'm going to back away, and I'm just going to add the yogurt off the fire, slowly. Very, very slowly. This is basically where you want to be, nice and creamy.
Beautiful.
Little bit of the olive oil floating in the middle of it.
And you can smell the yogurt, the yogurt with the pepper in there. You can just,
We brought pasta dough with us, but as things happen, it dried out. But as you all know, what we would have done with this stuffing, because it has raw egg in it, we would have stuffed it inside the dough and rolled it, and we would have ended up with something that looked like this. That's what a little tortellini would look like. Oni means big, ini means little. So we have a little tortellini here. We just drop the pasta in. It's beautiful. So simple. First course of pasta claws. And if you guys want to taste, we have some right over here, so come on over and get one.
I wish you people could smell this. It's like tempting. Lovely. Now this is the important part. I've been smelling this. It's been wafting over towards me all. And now I'm going to try this. This is like, I'm going to try some of the pepper. Of course, I have to get some of my pepper. Vanity of the farmer. Wow, it's incredible what you can do with yogurt. The yogurt with the lamb, and then that pepper to finish. It adds this other layer. It just sort of infuses the whole thing. It's great. It's really good. Marianne and Elisa never cease to amaze me with their ingenuity. This is great. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. We've had a lot of great food. I think I've gained a little bit of weight. I have to get back in the field and get to work again. Thanks for coming out. People will be like, wait, in the first one he has long hair, and then he has short hair, and then he has short hair and glasses.
It shows that time has passed.
We're wrapping up the chef's tour. I brought Gwenny along. She had to help me at the stand because I had to come down here. What were you selling today, Gwendolyn?
Peppers and tomatoes.
Peppers and tomatoes.
What we sell at the stand.
But she likes to eat lollipops too.